Signs show the pipelines bringing Canadian crude oil into the U.S. under the Niagara River, some of it flowing 100 miles down to the United Refinery to our south in Warren, Pennsylvania. Also, this map showing interconnected energy flow between the two countries, with other Midwest refineries producing our gasoline and heating oil.
Western New York does rely on some Canadian crude oil and refined products simply because some of Buffalo's products can come from refineries nearby that do rely on Canadian crude oil. There's a couple refineries in Ohio.
And at this point, a 10% U.S. charge tariff on Canadian-sourced oil is on hold until April 2nd. If the White House does go ahead to impose that tariff, there have been projections of adding 20 cents or more to a gallon of gas in some New England states and upstate New York to our east, but perhaps less of an impact here, specifically in western New York with the oil flow.
Given the economic volatility that's ensued, it would probably be far lower than that, maybe to the tune of 5 or 10 cents a gallon.
That's a prediction, and DeHaan says normally gas prices go up this time of year with the arrival of spring and warmer weather as refineries switch to lighter gasoline blends to reduce pollution. But with the tough tariff talk on both sides of the border, Ontario Premier Doug Ford saying this yesterday with another implied threat about cutting off or taxing oil flow, as he previously did with electricity to the states.
Remember the 4.3 million barrels of oil that's coming from Alberta, as Premier Smith said on her comments, I think over the last couple of days. She has the trump card. Give approval for an export tax. And I know the Americans, all of a sudden their gas prices go up 90 to $1 a gallon. They will lose their minds.
Canada, in essence, would be shooting itself in the foot if it turned off those in-bridge pipelines that run down from Alberta to Minnesota, through Michigan, down into Chicago, and then east back into Ontario. So, you know, there's been a lot of rhetoric. This is kind of a race to the bottom.
Despite what Premier Ford said there, Alberta Canada Premier Danielle Smith has not talked about any oil import changes.